Y'all, I'm late. I'm truly sorry. I'm truly sorry for being late. Those that watch the replay, thank you so much. Those that come in live tonight, thank you very much. We just gonna chit chat, our usual. Working on the plans. I have to do garden plans today because I found another. I found another open nursery. It's kind of on a major highway, and they are seasonal. They come out there seasonal. They did a video, a great video. It was super cool. You'll actually see one of the gardeners actually helped me because I wanted a cayenne pepper plant, but there was only 3 in there. It was missing the 4th one. I don't know if it died or somebody took it, and he tried to help me find it. He ended up finding one that had 2 flowers and 2 peppers in it. I was like, just give me that one. Just give me that one that you picked up. So he added it to my pot. He's like, don't say nothing. Just throw it in there. So what kind of pepper it is, I don't know. I'll find out once it grows. It actually has a pepper on it. So you guys will see that. I was supposed to post that video before this one because that video is asking you guys to come and join me tonight on my live tonight. So it'll be a little backwards, but you kind of get it. So, hello. I am your glamour planner. Welcome to Plans, Teas, and Bes-Teas. It's all about the tea, all about the tea. It's all about the tea, all about the tea, and all about my plans. So, I'm working in the garden planner again. I'll tell you what planner sticker books I'm working on. So, this one is the budget one because I broke my budget rule, y'all. I wasn't supposed to buy no more transplants, no more nothing. And I forgot I was going to go back and buy that pink flower, but I did not end up buying it. See, it's a good thing because here's my budget stickers. I ain't supposed to be buying anything garden related unless it's for the upkeep, fertilizer, um, things of that nature. But no more transplants, no more plants, no more any of that. So I'm adding a few budget stickers into that one. Then I have, let me see. Actually, I love to log on. Let me log on, y'all, because I make sure no weirdos is in the chat. I'm sorry, if anybody join me. Hello. I can't see it from my phone, but I definitely can see it online. So let me log in. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all see my tea? Um, let's see. Let's go to my favorite YouTube channel. One of them, my own, and the rest of you that I follow. So let's get in here so I can see who's in the chat with me. Okay. Who is in the chat? Who is in the chat? Sorry, let me see. Why is it telling me I'm upcoming and I am actually live? Let's see. Let me go back. It's telling me that I am not even live. As you tell. Okay, here we go. So hey. I'm gonna try to come on in, and I'll keep it at, you guys can, because this is part two, we're gonna be talking about mint still. We're gonna still be chatting about mint. This is part two about mint. So I want you guys to remember our chat from last time where we talked about mint, all these wonderful things about mint. And then there was some additional information that I did not get to share. So again, my plans for this week is my budget planner. And so we have the budget planner for this is my garden planner. This is where I keep up with everything that I did in the garden. So it is a planner. It's by Happy Planner. This long one here. And let me see. So far, it's July. So we are in June, and I did start putting my notes in here about everything that I do in the garden. This is my step by step. Again, the other one, I post who I'm watching, who I'm learning from, the days, who goes live, things of that nature. This one is more of when I'm watering the garden, where I'm planting transplants, when I'm dropping seeds, and things of that nature. I'll show y'all what. Let's see what next week's layout is like. And I actually have to get in here now because I did not do. Um, I watered the garden this week, Wednesday and Monday. Monday and Wednesday, I watered the garden. Did I drop more seeds? I dropped seeds over the weekend. So I did drop seeds last week. So that should be, yep. Sunday. Okay. So yeah. So I dropped seeds last week to do some succession planning. Um, Let me see here. So this is what a layout looks like, just in case you guys was curious. Oh yeah, did y'all see this before? I got this from TSC, and it is a foraging book. It's all about edible and medicinal plants of the mid-Atlantic states. So common edible species, common medicinal species, and then common toxic ones, which I love because it has the little red warning that lets you know if the plant is toxic, what part of it is toxic. Some plants are great. You can eat the seed, the fruit. You can eat the seeds. You can eat the leaves, but you can't eat the stem or the root. Things like that. So this is a great little companion book that I added to my knowledge base, and I actually had some plants in here that I had not known about, but I have seen. So this was great. This is a great little book. So if you ever get a chance to get over to TSC, make sure y'all check this out. Cute little book. I think it was like $8.99 or $7.99, somewhere around. Oh, let me see. Yeah, $8.99. So that's what it looks like. Okay, so my tea, I am actually representing the heavenly body today. So this is very celestial, and it has it on the back. Let me see. You can see that. Yeah, that's it. Today's tea, we're actually going to continue with mint. Today's tea. So let me share with you my cup of the week. I wanted to just keep it cute. No words, fancy words, or quotes, or anything like that. It's simply a queen bee. And I have two of these because I like these. And I was like, oh, anybody ever come over, hang out, and we'll have tea in my little queen bee cup. Ooh, look at me, about to drop it. So this is my cup of the week. It's super duper cute. I love these. So I do have a cup. So if you ever come over, hang out, we got some tea. So that's this. And let me get this set up right here, guys. Let's see. I got my water. Uh, how are you guys this evening? Let me see if I can get anybody in here tonight to let's chat. I know I logged on late, so I truly apologize about that, guys. Let me get some honey real quick. And I think I have some brown sugar. Because I'm using this leaves raw, I'm gonna put some brown sugar in there. I have 2 packets of that. I never do more than 2 packets. Um, no cinnamon today, but when I get the tea, you'll see why. So actually, let me put my leaves in there. So today's tea is I have a couple basil leaves just for added. That's my basil leaves. Another basil leaf. Today's tea is spearmint. I have spearmint today and have eucalyptus. So spearmint is my main tea, and that's for taste. I'm using the spearmint for taste. The eucalyptus and the basil is just for some added benefit. Both work on the upper respiratory. I'm not sick or anything, but it's always good to keep your immune system going. So that's what the eucalyptus does. That's what the basil does. I told you guys all about the basil. And the spearmint is all about its smell, its aroma, and its amazing taste. And if you guys watch my video that I did when I was out foraging, I actually found some mint tea, some mint herbs while I was out foraging. I had apple mint, I found spearmint, apple mint, and what else did I find out there? Okay. See my little teapot, y'all. This is so cute. This little thing holds some heat too, y'all. There's a teapot. So, what else did I want to share with you guys about mint? There were so many things that I did not get to chat about. Well, I'm sorry, y'all. I got my legs all in the view. My apologies. I will not climb that way again. I had this book with me all week. I shared this book. Someone asked me about what books I read. And this one I had not delved into, but I have been delving into this week. Let's see. How is it in these YouTube streets? Pretty quiet tonight, huh? I know there were some people going live earlier. I missed a lot um, last week, this week, because my grands had graduation, all that good stuff going on. So I couldn't miss that. This time of year is proms and balls and graduations. And today I was in Philadelphia for my grandson's graduation. He did so good. Did a little valedictorian speech, and it was super adorable. He wanted to rap, uh, but he did such an amazing job. We were so proud of him today. And I just this is that happy time. Spring brings out such happiness. It's a really, really happy time. So I was happy about that. So I'm just trying to see if anybody have any questions in my chat. These are not my reading glasses, guys, so you may see me take them off time to time. So where's everybody at in these YouTube streets? I didn't plan on staying on here too long either. So hope you guys are great. So again, let's see, I have eucalyptus, basil, and my main herb is spearmint. The spearmint, y'all, just touching it in between your fingers and your hands is just amazing. That remind me, I gotta reach out to TZ. We had a little address mishap. Cause she got me a plant too, so I gotta follow up with her. Those people I gotta follow up with. Let's see where you guys are at in these YouTube streets. Hopefully you come on in. If you come in and catch the replay, then you can always still ask a question, and I will be happy to answer it. If you have a question stemming from last week or the week before live, I will be happy to come in and answer it. So, you have to smell this. This spearmint is so strong. So is the eucalyptus. Well, I really picked 3 very powerful herbs to put into this tea to make this tea. Basil, eucalyptus, and spearmint have the same energetics, mood lifter. All 3 work on upper respiratory, but definitely mood lifters. That strong set. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me adjust my clothes. So did y'all see my book that I was working on? Reading actually this week. So let me show y'all. I'm also using my greenery sticker packs. These are by Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby. And this one is greenery. I think you've seen this one before. I've shown it before because I love to use it when I'm working in my garden planner. This one is Petals and Blooms. Super cute. They have inspiration, flowers in there just to remind me of gardening. And then this one says family because I interrupt my gardening to do some family type of things. So let's see. Mint. There were some great things about mint that we discussed on the last live that I did regarding mint. And there were some things that I missed. So I'm going to switch to my reading glasses so we can get into this. And if you catch the replay, make sure y'all hit that hashtag replay in the comments. Okay? So again, we were talking about the Lemonaceae family. Mostly, a majority of it is commonly now used for culinary purposes. That's mint. Mint is used in every part of culinary cooking, baking, everywhere from meat to cakes and pies and treats. They use mint. Spearmint is what people call the common mint. That is our common mint. Whenever you buy mint or a plant from a store or a grocery store, know that it's spearmint. That is the mint that is used in when they're selling it in a grocery store or a box store. And it just says, or whenever you buy something and it just simply says mint, it is spearmint. That's the mint that they use for common across all platforms of retail. Okay. That would be spearmint. Now, and why I say that the ones that I use for this tea has the same adaptogens, because that means that they have similar purposes, similar energetics. They work in on the body in that same similar fashion. Mint has been around for years, 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 years. It was used in um, Chinese medicine, used in Ayurvedic medicine, used in traditional folklore African um, herbal medicine, been used for thousands of years. Mint, the original one is wild mint or mountain mint, that has been around for a very, very long time. Water mint is the first mint, and then how we get other mints is by combining it with other things. Mint itself is that invasive that it will go into other areas, and it takes on the scent, or what do you call it? The properties of that whatever vegetable or fruit that it invades, it takes on it as a way to protect itself. So it'll take on the scent, take on those properties of that. So for instance, they mix mint with a lot of vegetables, with a lot of fruit. That's why we get apple mint, orange mint, grapefruit mint, lemon thyme, things like that, because it is that invasive and it is that easily for mint to go in and take on those properties of that plant. It is commonly used for a lot of vegetables and fruit. So that's where we get hybrids from. Um, Hybrids, the further you go down the hybrid list, the less properties of menthol and menthol that it has, but it still is still has those all those other properties. Um, there's the closest mint to the original mint, they say, is peppermint. And then, for instance, to make chocolate mint, it took water mint and peppermint and chocolate, and that's how we get chocolate mint, for instance. So, um, again, peppermint is the closest, and peppermint has those dark leaves, has the dark colored leaves. Something like spearmint, the leaves are lighter in color, and that's just when you go down the hybrid chain, you'll see the size of the leaves change, the shape sometimes change, not much because they still have that alternating leaf um, growth. Um, so, but it's still um, it the some of the shape of the leaves. You can that so you can tell, man. Just look at the leaves. Look at that. It really, really fits its name. So if it say it's lemon mint, it's lemon. It's mixed with the lemon. If it say it's chocolate mint, it has chocolate in it, and it really, really is strong, and it smells like it, and chocolate mint is my favorite mint of all of them. Peppermint is great, great. One of the herbs that's used the most for colds, people with some upper respiratory things like that nature, or pick me ups. The smell of mint itself is a pick me up. I told you guys how you can take eucalyptus, for instance, which is in the same Lamiaceae family. Lamiaceae family. I don't know why I'm having a hard time saying it this week. So, anyway, you can take it and you can hang it in the shower and just lift your mood, or just have your cup. Wind down, have your cup. It is great for calming as well. It doesn't just lift the mood, but it's very, very calming. And I'm just looking, making sure my honey, because I did put honey in here too, and a tea pack. Oh yeah, it's mixed good. Make sure it's no honey at the bottom, y'all. And remember, do not add your honey when it is piping hot, because it'll take away some of the properties of the honey. Hey, broke farmer, what's up, my good brother? How you doing? How you doing? I told you I was so sad I missed your live this week. I don't know. You know, my week ain't right if I miss a broke farmer live. Telling you. I had hit that replay button and I was cracking up at you and Calvin. Oh my gosh. Your live is always fire. It said broke farmer is a farmer's favorite farmer. Did you hear that, bro? People say broke farmer is a farmer's favorite farmer. Or a gardener's favorite farmer. How you doing? How's everything down there? I was over here talking trash, talking to the ladies, because everybody's live. They talking about that watermelon wars. If you guys don't know, go check out Broke Farmer channel. He has the best video talking trash about watermelon wars. He got an anthem, y'all. He has an anthem. So y'all going over and check my brother out with his anthem on watermelon wars. I don't know who you got to make that song. I forget who it was, but a great video. A great video. I can't wait to share my watermelon um update with you. I'm not as far as you guys because my ground wasn't as warm. We can't plant watermelon here until June. But she looks good. She looks good. I got quite a few of them out there. I have one section that is just for so I have watermelon in three sections, but one section is just for the watermelon wars. And I'm loving it right now. Diva in the dirt. Oh, Maureen, great job. Great job. Broke Farmer had you talking trash in that video. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So how you doing? Oh yeah, this is so good. This is basil, eucalypt, a couple eucalyptus leaves, and spearmint. Spearmint, I told you is the one. I always pick one that's for flavor, but it's also for its energetic. So it is a wind down Thursday. I had a busy Thursday, y'all. My grandson graduated. So this is a nice mood kind of tea. So whatever mood you're in, you can lift it up or bring calmness to it. So spearmint and the balance out with the basil, which is great. So I put in the chat, you guys can ask me a question. So Brooke, if you have a question, just let me know. Um, I had told you you had missed the live. You had asked me about basil one week, and I came back that following week and I talked about basil, and I was like, "Oh, that's for you, bro." So that basil's for you. So I'm talking about the mint family. Mint is such a vast family. I cannot tell you how many hybrids there are. When we talked about it last time, there were so many. It was like a rabbit hole, y'all. You got to know where you're going, know what you're doing when you are searching up and looking for mint. I told you guys in the last channel, I gave y'all some words to look up: caffeine, tannins. I also asked you to look up the difference between tea and herbs, because there is a plant that is called the tea plant. That is the plant that they use to make green tea, oolong tea, English breakfast tea, all of those kinds of teas. Whenever you see teas like Lipton tea, things in the grocery store that are just tea, black tea, orange tea, all of those come from what's actually called the tea plant. The most versatile herb, I think, is mint. Mint is one of those herbs that is can be used across so many things across the board. It is especially I was saying what there's something called a common mint, and it is normally sold in every retail establishment. Whenever you buy something and it just say mint, it is spearmint. So if I go in a grocery store and they got the little plants there, one say mint, one say basil, one say rosemary. That mint is spearmint. There it is. Spearmint is used in the making of mouthwash, bubble gum, candy, cakes. Whenever you see mint in your hairspray or hair lotion, mint flavored, that's spearmint. They use spearmint in cosmetics. They use spearmint in um, culinary purposes. They use spearmint in cooking purposes. Uh, they use spearmint all across the board. Body products, we make it. If you're a formulator, like I make my own skincare products, we use mint. Mint is one of the common things that's used in there. Like I said, one of the properties of mint is its ability to lift mood, like lemon. Like you smell lemon and it wakes up your senses. That's kind of what mint does as well. So I would say mint is. There are a lot of herbs that cross genres, that can be used for culinary purposes, can be used for medicinal purposes, that can be used for cosmetic purposes. But mint is probably the one that is used the most. Yeah, absolutely. Mint is one of the ones that's used the most. So I would say mint is the most versatile of all the herbs. So the funny thing is, did you know I shared in that the first mint video as well, is they use the menthol and the menthone from the mint plant, the actual original mint plant, to change the color of clouds in the sky. So why they do that, I don't know. I just looked it up. I went over to different sources just to confirm it, and yeah, they take extract the menthol and menthone from it. So like the original mint, it. I'm not gonna say they try to say they say that be careful when you're buying what's called wild mint, which what we have now as wild mint. Yes, I was just sharing how chocolate mint is my favorite mint. That is my favorite mint of all times. Like that is my favorite mint. I can't get past it. I love it. And I'm calm when I go to the garden. That's the first mint I'm going to go water. I love all my mint. And surprise, surprise, today I found apple mint. Apple mint. I was on my way home from Philly from my grandson's graduation, and I there was a pop up green nursery that had plants for sale. It looked horrible. The vegetables looked horrible in there. And I was telling the guy, I had a nice little conversation with the man in there, but he gave me a good deal. Needless to say, I bought apple mint. Apple mint is only one that has those variegated color leaves. And I wanted it so bad. I think I'm up to 10 mints right now. So, as chocolate is still my favorite, I have three places of chocolate mint. I think I combined two. So I may have two. No, I think I still have three places. Yeah, I have one in little Dollar Tree Tower. I have one that's on top by the porch. And then I have another one that's in the greenhouse. So yeah, I still have three. I have three chocolate mints. I probably need to combine two. There's a lot of chocolate mint. When I was at the nursery today, I was looking. When I found the apple mint, everything was so root bound because they had been sitting out there for so long, and they're in direct sun. But they was helpful today. They was really sweet. The guy that owned it, and then his another gardener that he got working with him, really nice. Helped me out with my pepper plant. So you guys have to check that out. Hey Mona, hi Jamia. How you guys doing? So I was sitting here just rambling on about mint, lemonade, CA, family. I was having a hard time saying that today. So today's cup is my queen bee cup, which I love. I said, if anybody ever come up for a cup of tea, I got you a cup because I bought two of these so that I can chat with my friends. Yeah, this tea is so good. I used 2 packets of sugar in it only because um, I didn't. Um, I don't know. I used a brown sugar, so I use brown sugar. I have a little bit of honey in it as well because I love the properties of honey. Honey keeps the infections down, like in your throat from getting a cold or a sore throat, things of that nature. So I always use it. Um, so hey guys, thank you so much for coming in. How y'all doing tonight? Hey Swoop, how you doing, Swoop? I see Mona, Jamia, Swoop, and my brother Broke Farmer. Make sure y'all check out his Watermelon Wars video. Tell him how much we be talking about him in these YouTube streets. But this tea today, guys, is brought to you by eucalyptus. Have some eucalyptus in here, have some basil, and my main mint is spearmint. So this spearmint here. Hey, so blessed. Good evening. How you doing? How y'all doing tonight? How everybody doing tonight? Good, good, good. So at the top, I put in there that you guys can ask me a question. If you ask me a question, Broke Farmer asked me what is one of the most versatile herbs, and I told him the one that I'm talking about tonight, mint. Mint is one of the most versatile herbs because it is used in so many places, and if you can just go into your kitchen, see mint used in cooking for cooking purposes. You can see mint found in your drinking tea. You can buy mint tea. Um, you can see it's used in your mouthwash, toothpaste, skincare products, hair products. Mint is one of the most versatile herbs because it's used across so many genres or so many places in our life. So that's mint. And this spearmint that I got here, y'all, it's strong. It smells amazing. If you ever then the reason why I picked those three too as well is because they have the same energetics. They're used in the same family. So I was just sharing how on the last video, Mona, I don't know if you remember, but I said that uh, does apple mint taste like apple? So when I bought that today, I finally found an apple mint, y'all. If y'all saw my foraging video, I found foraging. I found spearmint and I found what was the other one? Y'all, I'm sorry. I found spearmint while I was foraging. And what else did I find? Y'all see. Yeah, check out the video. I forget. My brain is on Hey Mike, how you doing? How you doing? I I found something the other day while I was foraging. Oh, on Mona's live. Mona, I was on the live with Mona. I had came back from foraging because I did a video going through the rose garden, and it was beautiful, y'all. If you didn't see my video on the rose garden part two, please check it out. It was so beautiful. I was in there swiping roses. Putting them in my bag. I was swiping roses. And I was going to go back and ask them at the end of the night if I can cut a couple of the roses off. But they were doing a tour. And so they was like, oh, you can basically go along the outside. So I went along the outside, and that's how I found spearmint growing. It's a park. It's a giant park, but they have a section that's closed off just for their garden that they're growing. But as you know, mint is as invasive as it is. It actually ends up in so many places in strawberries. I found out strawberries actually does the same thing. They have rhizomes that work underground and overground, and that's just like mint. So what I shared is how they use the original mint or mountain mint. I was saying how if you find someone that is selling mountain mint, it is said to be very careful when getting mountain mint because mountain mint is considered the original mint, and its properties of menthol and menthol are so strong that it can be toxic. I believe they said it can do a lot of harm to you. I don't want to go that deep into it, so just be careful. But all mint originates from that. That's where all mint come from. The closest to it is peppermint. So again, I shared in there and I asked everybody to go and do their research on what I shared, which was how they use the menthol and menthone from mint to change the color of the clouds, and also how they used it to cool the weather. So if you ever look that up. So they use it for that. I'm just checking the chat as I go along. Um, because the mint, because of its invasiveness and its easy ability to take on the properties of another plant, again, mint will and they'll it's will hybrid. So they said, for instance, when because mint when it mixes with another plant, like you see it growing near other plants, it will take on the properties of that other plant. So they said no matter how much you will buy mint, so when you buy a mint seeds, if it just say mint, know that it's spearmint. But when you're buying it, they said when it germinate, it may not be the mint that you want it to be. That's why you will rarely find seeds, mint seeds that are specific. You can, but they're very rare unless it's someone that is purposely growing it and they have it contained and it doesn't have the ability to run and mix in with other plants. Because when you germinate mint seeds, they say, like for instance, you may think you're getting you save seeds. So for instance, so say you got your mint plant, right? And you allow it to go to seed. Well, you thinking you just have that one mint. So for instance, say you allow your chocolate mint to grow. I think chocolate mint is one of the ones that go like 24 inches tall once it reaches height. And if it's in direct sun and it begins to flower, basically, and you save the seeds, you may think that next year I'm going to grow chocolate mint. But it depends on if you had it contained. If you had it contained where its runners could not get out underground, because mint does not just stay on top of where you plant it. And if you plant it in ground, it runs. Its rhizomes can run. You can find it miles away, because that's how far those rhizomes can run. Like they run, and it will mix with other plants to take on those properties of the other plants. It's that is a self-defense mechanism of the plant. But again, when you grow it and it germinate, it may not just be chocolate mint, is what I'm trying to say. It is rarely its original self, because it has taken on properties of other things, and it's easy for it to um, mixed with vegetables, fruit, and nearby whatever else is nearby. That's how invasive mint is. Yeah, you can't get rid of that mint. But the flavor varieties are so good. Yeah, I didn't find apple foraging. I found apple at a nursery in Philly. I was leaving my grandson's graduation, and I was coming home from Philly, and I found they were selling apple mint. I have a video on it. Again, the video was supposed to come out before my live, but I'll come back to it. I'll put it up after I'm done with this video. But it was a great video. I showed a new nursery that I found. They're a pop-up one that come during the spring and summer in Philadelphia on a major road. So super cool. Um, I found the apple mint there. I have not found apple mint anywhere else, because apple mint, if you remember the video I showed you guys the pictures of the different mints, how you can tell the different mints from each other. And the apple mint is the one that has those variegated color on the leaves, which I love, 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 love. So anyone else, tell me, how many mint plants do you have? Who has mint? And what flavor of mint are you growing? I know, Brooke, I seen your video. You have chocolate. I know you're obsessed now with the chocolate. It is my favorite mint. Tell me, what kind of mint are you guys growing, and what's your favorite out of all the ones that you're growing? I also gave you guys some facts on it for you guys to look up. Yeah, so Bess, yeah, I found some at this garden, pop-up garden, and it smelled so amazing. In the video, you'll see me, like, because that scent is so strong. And actually, apple mint is one of the original mints too. Apple mint is, it's a hybrid, but it's higher up the chain. So when you're looking up mint, they're going to give you the main mint, and then they'll break down hybrids scientifically. And the further you go down the chain, of course, like I said, it, the less menthol in it, but it still has all of the other properties, all of the properties that help you with upper respiratory. Still retains its medicinal properties, but that, again, that menthol is what really, really is the strongest medicinal properties of the plant. So they said that that's best for us, because if we were to ingest from the original mint, it has that our bodies cannot take that menthol because it's toxic. But look at them now; they're using the menthol, and the menthol they extract it from the plant and using it scientifically, using it in weather services, using it for like our cough medicine and things of that nature. Y'all have, what is that? What is that? The thing you put on your nose, the blue stuff. What is that called, y'all? Vicks. Those vapors, when you find that menthol, in there. Mouthwash. That's the menthol that's in there. So let me check out the comments. What I missed. Listen, that mint, y'all. I'm telling you, they said that if you plant it in the ground, make sure you plant it in a place where you can contain the roots, that the roots can't go anywhere. Yeah, that chocolate mint is definitely a peppermint patty. So I share with you guys. They said that chocolate mint tastes the best. Apple mint is the prettiest. The flowers are the prettiest, and peppermint is what the strongest. I think I shared that a while back. There was let me see if I could pull it up. Oh, I got it right here. Yeah, give me a second. They gave us the different mints, and definitely chocolate. When they questioned people, chocolate was everybody's favorite. Chocolate was everybody's favorite. Yeah, I'm trying to get my doctor of natural medicine. I am halfway done. Um, I'm loving it. My teacher is a little boring, but it's a really, really, really great class. So yeah, so they say apple mint is the prettiest, has the prettiest flowers, and chocolate mint tastes the best. Let me see what I'm saying in the chat. Oh, oranges, it is pretty. They at the nursery I was at today, the orange would he definitely had orange. He had orange, he had apple, he had spearmint. Um, yeah, mint is a perennial. It oh, do you so mint is not just a perennial. Mint is all year. Mint will grow all year if you protect it. It will not. The leaves will not die back or anything. Like my chocolate mint, it stayed all year. I just put a little bit of covering of leaves on it from the fall. And the mint, I was still going out there getting a couple leaves off of it. It doesn't grow as high, which is the 24 inches that it says that it can grow. It stayed low, but mint is a low growing anyway. It doesn't get as high as some of the other ones. Now, that spearmint, the one I found foraging was definitely 36 inches. That mint that I found, you'll see, I'll share, check out that video. I think I posted that one up, but it was definitely 36. Matter of fact, Mona, you remember? Because I was cleaning it. I was on Mona's live. I was like, y'all, I just came back from foraging. And let me tell you guys, that mint was massive. It was massive. Not only was it spread wide, and where it originated from was way inside of the rose garden, and where I found it at was on the outside under the trees and in the park, which is, and then mint loves to grow where there's like running water, like lakes and little lagoons and running streams and things like that. Mint loves to grow alongside it. It doesn't like to be wet, but it loves to grow alongside of that where there's some, water, little bodies of water, which is great. So what did I miss? I was so blessed. So what did you add? What mint did you add today? And then let me get back into my notes. So it originates from the Mediterranean, Africa, Asia, Australia, and then North America. Um, Mint will grow in any medium. Whatever soil you put it in, mint will grow in it. Mint is that adaptive. Oh yeah, I have mint planted all over. The only thing I'm fighting with, y'all, is this. It was this darn cat, and it definitely knocked one of my watermelon plants out. I go out and I count my watermelon that is growing. I don't know, and there's still more seeds yet to germinate. Because it just started for me growing a watermelon. I couldn't plant till outside till June. but I did start the seeds ahead of time in May. But this cat in my garden. So I actually had to go out there and go through different videos to find out how to get rid of cats. I know to put the little forks and knives out there because they don't like to get pricked by it. Yeah, but it destroyed one of my watermelon. I was upset about that. I went out there to go count, and one was missing. I was like, that fucking cat. So if y'all got some other ideas about getting rid of cats, let me know. So mint, when you talk about mint and its properties for keeping bugs and things away, mint can kill wasps, ants, hornets, and cockroaches. Mint will keep those things away. It says mint can kill wasps, ants, hornets, and cockroaches. Oh, you got apple, orange, or grapefruit? Yes, bro. From that grapefruit, I had grapefruit on 2 videos 2 weeks ago. That was my tea for the day. Is the grapefruit mint. I found a grapefruit. Check out my video. That grapefruit is massive and it is beautiful. I love it. I was tearing that grapefruit up. I started to make grapefruit today, but I wanted a more calming because grapefruit wakes you up. So I wanted a more common tea. That's why I picked the spearmint. But grapefruit is an amazing tasting mint. Orange is too. Orange tastes great, smells great. Grapefruit, if you let it get big like how yours is growing, oh, that smell is. But yeah, I rarely do see bees, and not just bees, but wasp and those beetle things that's flying out there. I rarely do see them on my mint plants. I never thought about it till I was going through my notes. And I was like, wow, it does keep those away. Wasps, ants, hornets, and cockroaches. I don't see the ants crawling around my mint plants. Even though most of my mints are in towers, but they're still able, if they wanted to climb up to get to them, I do not see ants crawling on. I see them around my tomatoes and peppers and things of that nature. But not really like that. So let me see. Most mint will grow 12 to 36 inches tall. Um, I remember I talked about the original mints, and then there are, as you go down the list on the scientific list, they talked about the hybrids. Those are the ones that they mix and make. And so I thought apple mint was one that they didn't, but apple is a hybrid mint. Ginger mint, peppermint, chocolate mint, apple mint. Um, and what you got to watch out with mint is some are more invasive than others. Those ones that get those rhizomes like chocolate mint, orange mint, those ones that are very low to the ground, they spread like wildfire. So some mint is definitely more invasive than others. When I was studying, it said that the Pilgrims actually brought mint to America. So we talked about the Lebanese family. That's the mint family. There's a lot of ones that's in this mint family. Not sure if you know, but catnip, lavender, marjoram, thyme, hyssop, sage, rosemary, basil. I told you about rosemary and basil. I actually propagated some dead nettle, and it is growing really nicely on my front porch. So I took some dead nettle that I found growing wild, and I propagated it. And it's really nice in the front. I'm using it as a pest repellent. I'm using it to repel pests. So when I'm walking in my front door, because the flies and bees and stuff are attracted to the beautiful flowers that I have growing on the side of the house, I'm using the dead nettle to keep away from the front door, for that smell. So some of the things that mint is really good for, guys, that we talked about the upper respiratory, but did you know that it is an antispasmodic? So you have how you have spasm and different allergic reactions and things of that nature. Mint is great for that. So you definitely want to have some mint to help you with that allergic reactions. It's also great for abdominal pain. Sometimes the stomach is upset and cause pain from different things that you eat. Listen, that dead nettle is really, really good. Make sure it's dead nettle and not stinging nettle, because I'm telling you, you're gonna definitely need you some plantain and some other herbs to counter that stinging nettle. But dead nettle grows freely. It grows freely in your yard, like chickweed, things of that nature. But dead nettle is really good, and again, it's in the mint family, so it has those repellent properties like mint. Um, so it's an antispasmodic. It is used to raise perspiration. So if you are sick and your blood pressure, not your blood pressure, but you need your sweating, like say from a cold or a flu or something like that, you can take mint for that. Insomnia, that's me. I am the type I always hard to go to sleep. So you can use mint, helps to calm the mood, and help you get to sleep or get more sleep. Um, let's see. So use for abdominal pain. Oh, if you have children who are gassy, little ones who are gassy or colicky, you can give them a little bit of mint, some fresh mint, to help calm them down. That gas or your gas. If you eat certain food and it causes you to be gassy, then you definitely want to do that. But you can give children mint. Let's see. It's an invasive. A lot of mint does not die back. A lot of mint will grow all year long. That pepper, that pineapple mint is good. I have pineapple sage too. So there are other herbs that you guys should know this, gardening, that are easily to hybrid. So for instance, if you have lemon thyme, because the original are like Roman thyme, German thyme, but now you can buy lemon thyme, you can buy lemon sage, you can buy grapefruit sage, um, anything that's in that Lemonacea family, that mint family, they definitely do make great hybrids for fruits and vegetables. Okay. What kind of tea you making, Mona? Because I got this spearmint tea, and honey, it is good. So let's see. The mint, you can use it as a ground cover. Again, some of the mint grows very low to the ground. You can use it as a ground cover if there's an area you don't mind it spreading. Oh, that sage. Oh, sage is so good. I got pineapple sage too. I make sage tea, bro. Taste it. That sage tea is really good too. Um, I can get in. Let me see if I can. Let me tell you some of the things sage is good for. Just before I move on with that one. Y'all know I got my new trusty book that I am loving. I shared this book in the last video. So y'all know I got my binders, my whole set of binders for my notes from classes and training and foraging and different things of that nature. But I have been using this one, which I love. Let's see. Look at your. This one doesn't have every plant in here, but it's pretty good. Like for instance, look at this. This is rosemary, and it shows you what it look like. So why I like this book is because it'll tell you what it look like, the flower, the leaves, the stem. And see how woody rosemary is. It's got actual pictures in it. It is really, really good, which I love that. No, like I said, I gotta go to my regular notes. It's not always in here, y'all. But sage is really, really good. Somebody look it up. Tell me, what do you think sage is good for? I think I talked about sage one time before too. But sage is really, really good too. Now see this? This book is massive. So some of the things that sage is good for, bro. It is a natural antibiotic. So it's antibiotic, antibacterial. It is an antiseptic. So you can make it so you can I would what I would do is you can use it. So say for instance you're trying to make a natural cleanser to clean off your countertops. So you can take some vinegar, put it in a spray bottle, and add that pineapple sage to it, and let it sit 24 hours. And then shake it up and use it to spray around your house to keep your countertops clean. To keep, like, you know how you get flies and gnats and stuff that can get in your house. You can make that as a natural repellent for that. You can put it in a vinegar. So you take like a half a cup of vinegar. You take the sage, and you take maybe a couple cups. Maybe I would take like 2, 3 cups of water. You can use distilled water. You don't have to. You can use regular water, but let it sit 24 hours. Let that sage infuse with the vinegar and the water, and you have a natural spray to spray and clean off like your countertops and different things like that. Where, or like say you have a garden area where you're germinating seeds and stuff, you can use that, and it can repel gnats and things like that. If you make that little infusion, so some vinegar, take your pineapple sage and some water, let it sit 24 hours, and you have a natural cleaning spray because it is antiseptic as well. So whenever you see a plant that has that antiseptic properties, you can use it to make natural household cleaning products where you don't even have to go to the store. Yeah, throw that. You can throw pineapple. Sage is great for cooking. You have to make sure you're adding it to the right food. So, because everything, all herbs don't mix with everything. Like there's certain things that rosemary go with that wouldn't be great for rosemary. Like rosemary good with fish, rosemary good with chicken, rosemary good with potatoes, and there may be some things that rosemary not good with. So you just have to look at. But you know what? Experiment. You may like it and just add it. But yep. So that sage has so many properties, but it also disinfects and it heals wounds. So, and sage is in the mint family. So if you use it, it's great. Remember I told you about using mint to for insomnia at nighttime and stuff? You can use sage for the same reason. You can use sage as nighttime, say you have insomnia, you can use it for that. Or say you're under a lot of stress, sage is good for stress relief. So if you want to drink some tea with sage in it, because for stressful properties, but sage has a mountain of properties. Maybe I'll talk about sage next because there's so much more to sage than that. And you definitely want to have sage in your arsenal, whether it's cooking, cleaning, anything like that. Oh my God, rosemary and thyme and cooking. I love rosemary and thyme. Put it on some, make some potatoes, throw it in the air fryer. Oh my goodness. I love, love, love it. Love it. Hey Teresa, how you doing, love? Hey Mike, what do you cook sage with? What are you cooking sage with? So tell me what do y'all use mint with? What are you cooking mint with? Anybody use mint to cook for culinary purposes? I know you guys are growing a lot of mint. Did any of you use it for culinary purposes? Oh, mint also relieves itching. Say you have like bug bites or anything like that. So the other thing too is be careful in a garden when you guys are in a garden and we get bit by different things going there. I've seen so many things flying around there. I try to make sure that I have sleeves on and go early in the morning because you only like mint and teas. Hey, bro, you got to expand because you can spread that mint out. There's so many other things you can use mint for. Now you know. Now you know. Um. Oh, roast chicken. Yes. 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 Ah, so you put mint in the chicken. Oh, your wife tolerates it. Oh, you cook sage fresh with chicken. That sounds good. Listen, you might be cleaning your chicken at the same time you are eating your chicken because that's how anti everything that sage is. Antibacterial, antimicrobial. Um, that sage is powerful too. Anything in that mint family. You used it for tea, Teresa? Yeah, that's what Brooke said. He using it for tea. But yes. Um, Let me see. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. Hey, bro, now you got some ideas for using your sage. Hey, Mike. So I'm thinking. So I'm trying to do this thing now with a couple other gardeners where we're going to do an ask a herbalist. Where we'll have you guys come in and ask questions to anybody that's just studying herbs and stuff and got a bunch of herbs knowledge, and have you guys come in and ask questions. So I'm already invited those individuals, so you guys will see that popping up soon. Oh, bro. Listen, well, you could share it with your wife. Share it with your wife. Tell her, listen, they say you throw some of that in some chicken and you good. Oh yeah. Yes. Oh my God. So if you are the type that like to marinate your meat in seasoning, throw them herbs in there. You will thank me later. You will thank me later. I'm the type like if I'm having some chicken marinating, some fish marinating, I like to throw them herbs in there, y'all, and just let it infuse. I learned that my sister um was married to a guy that is Jamaican descent, and he taught her a lot. He owns restaurants and stuff, and honey, she swears she can cook everything that is Caribbean. But she the one who got me marinating the meat. She said because like they allow the meat to marinate overnight because it allows those seasonings to really, really infuse in the meat. And I've been doing that ever since. This has been years now. But I'm telling you, marinating, letting it sit overnight, is covering it with the plastic wrap, allowing it to do that, the best. So imagine adding herbs to that, not just your regular seasoning. And let me tell you, so in the video that I did today at that nursery, I found a cayenne pepper plant. It was a 4 pack and only had 3 in it. So again, the guy helped me. He gave me just another pepper to throw in there. I want that cayenne because I can make my own cayenne pepper. I do buy organic cayenne pepper, but I can make my own cayenne pepper if I have the plant and I'm growing it. Because y'all know that's part of my plan. Get them peppers, either ferment them or either dry them out in the dehydrator and make my own dried herbs. Ugh, I watched so many people. Homestead Heart. Oh, I love, love, love her videos. Amazing, beautiful people over there. Someone else I know. What is her name? Y'all, I follow so many people, but I love there's a lot of channels that I follow. Even Miss Linda, Sweet Tomato Vine does a good job. Um, I love watching her videos too. But I'm talking about the people that do a lot of the culinary uh, properties of gardening that I love to follow. Hey, so blessed. You listen. If you in my area, you probably did. Oh, lemon basil. Oh my God, your wife loves the lemon basil. I am a basil, like, you could throw basil anywhere. Basil, you can throw basil. See, I got some basil in this tea. You can put basil anywhere. Have a good night, bro. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you so much. Have a good night. Um, Let me finish up my notes for this mint. Okay, let me see if I missed anything. Um, One thing, I don't know if I shared it with you guys, but whenever you are buying the hybrid mint plants, they do not produce seeds. None of them do. No hybrids, no apple mint, no orange mint, no grapefruit mint. None of them produce seeds. They can produce fruit, they can produce flowers, but they do not produce seeds. They're sterile. If you have a hybrid mint, it will never ever produce seeds. It'll only produce more fruit and more flowers, more leaves. That's considered the fruit, you know. So hybrid plants of mint are majority sterile. They produce no seeds, can only produce vegetatively, and spread by runners. I'm loving this because I in college I studied the Galapagos Island. I don't know if y'all know that. And it's so funny because I did not know that it was in Africa. But I later on discovered that it was. It's where the father of modern medicine went to study. And this is how, I don't know if you guys know, but that's where the original chicken comes from, the Galapagos Island. That chicken that we have now is a hybrid of the original chicken. Go look it up and see what the original chicken looked like that came from the Galapagos Island, and then how our chicken evolved uh, over the years after it came from there. But most of our plants and things come from that area, and they brought it over to Europe, to Asia, um, North America later on. But they, when they traveled there, they were studying the plants and animals of that area. So mint was one of the ones that they studied over there. Um, Again, mint, because how invasive mint is, when you're growing mint, it may not. Hey, Janet. Hey, darling, how you doing? Yes, you can mint with a little lemon. Period. Sage with some lemon is amazing. Even when you're cooking it, guys, you can add mint and you can add some lemon to it. Actually, even if you're making a cleaning product, you can add some lemon, squeeze some lemon juice in there, and you got one of the best cleansers, natural cleansers for your home. Take some mint, half a cup of vinegar, take some lemon juice, and you squeeze it in a bottle of water. You got a natural antiseptic cleaning solution. Like I said, help keep the gnats down out your house. You thank me later. So let me see. I want to make sure that I get everything. Um, the leaves for mint, they vary. They go from dark green to gray green to purple to blue or even pale yellow. That you'll see that yellow on that apple mint. Um, the flowers on a mint plant, they go from white to purple. Um, They spread or hybridize through vegetative propagation. That's how they make the different hybrids, mixing them with different plants. Let's see. So, Mike, what I was trying to get to, and you were talking about the sun tea. I would love to do a mint or a sun tea challenge. That's what we should do. I would love to see you guys make some sun tea. Pick your favorite herb, pick your favorite mint, and make a sun tea. I don't care what you mix it with, but you can. It'll be. We can call it the summer sun tea challenge. So summer sun tea challenge. You would take your mint, whatever mint you have, and I want you to make a sun tea. That means that you have to put your water in. Do not use what is that? What water? I'm trying to say. Well, use spring water. Use spring water. Um and make your favorite sun tea. Okay? I mean, I need another month for my basil to catch up with my man. Okay. Listen, no, we can do it. It'll be for June and July. So we'll do it at the end of July, and I'll do a giveaway. So it's your favorite sun tea challenge. So we're gonna do a summer sun tea challenge. So in it, hashtag summer sun tea challenge, and then you have to tag me, of course, the Glamour Planner. So it's the summer sun tea challenge, and you can take your favorite mint or your favorite herb. I want you to make your own. Let me know what herb you were using, what mint you're using. If you're mixing with sage or you're mixing it with chocolate mint, whatever you're using to make the sun tea, but you got to show it outside. Okay, so maybe you have like a little table or something where you want to show, because it has to be in the sun. You have to allow the sun to infuse with those herbs in that water, and make the sun tea. So it's the summer sun tea challenge. Okay, summer sun tea challenge. If you guys take your favorite herbs and let's make some summer sun tea. I love it. I have this beautiful picture because I make uh awesome lemonade, a natural lemonade. I have to share that. You guys could check some videos way back and check out the lemonade. But the summer sun tea challenge, you have to show your tell me what you're using, what herb you're using, which mint, because you have to include a mint in it, and which mint you're using to make the summer sun tea. You can mix it with anything else. I don't care what whatever you want to use it with, but you have to show it in, getting that sun infusion, getting that natural vitamin D to course through that tea. So summer sun tea challenge, y'all. Say it with me, everybody in the chat. If you're going to be in for the summer sun tea challenge, I want y'all to put it in the chat. Summer sun tea challenge, I'm in. Hashtag summer sun tea challenge and say I'm in, or just say summer sun tea. It don't have to be that long. Summer sun tea, and just say I'm in. All right. Oh, you definitely can use some strawberry leaves. The strawberry leaves are good too. You can the strawberry leaves, you can use them. And hey, you could throw some of them strawberries in there. If you have the leaves, then you definitely got some strawberries. Throw them in there. Every time I go out in the garden now, I am constantly eating the strawberries. They're growing so nicely outside that I love it. So let's see. Um, Again, if you are growing mint, um, you trying to get seeds from it, it may not be that exact same mint you got. Um, yes, summer sun tea challenge. Hey, Georgia Peach Nut, how are you, love? Hey, Urban Garden Chronicles, how are you? That's cool. I'm not going to be too much longer. Um, Okay, thank you so much. Hit that hashtag replay. Love you guys so much for coming in. Thank you so much for coming in. For anybody that has to leave too. So again, I'm doing so before you go, we're doing the summer sun tea. It's a challenge. So for June and July, you have to post up a picture or a video of your summer sun tea. You must use mint in it. Mint must be a part of the ingredients for your summer sun tea. Okay, the mint must be a part of your summer sun tea, and just show, just tag me in it. Put hashtag summer sun tea, and let's do it. And in the chat, if you're going to be in, just hit in the chat that summer sun tea, I'm in. Okay, let me know that you're in the summer sun tea challenge. All right. So mint, anything in the mint family does not to be water doesn't like to be waterlogged. I mentioned that at the beginning. Only thing you have to worry about with mint, the two things that will bother your mint leaves is aphids and white flies. White flies and aphids are the only pests for mint. The other thing I shared earlier is I shared with you guys that what mint can kill. If you use mint, mint can kill wasps, ants, hornets, and cockroaches. Those are four of the things that mint will kill: wasps, ants, hornets, and cockroaches. The things that are a bother to your mint plants is white flies and aphids. So if you ever see little marks on your plants that look like something been biting on it, check, see if you have white flies and aphids. Again, mint is great for relieving itching. If you have itching, like you guys, I tell you, I make a plantain bug spray. So now I can add some mint to it, because now I know that it'll, if I want to use it as a repellent, I actually have a spray that I take outside, use as a repellent. I use eucalyptus. So now I'm going to throw some mint in there, and I let it infuse overnight, 24 hours. So that if I go out in the garden and I spray, and it's funny, if I go out after like 12 o'clock, I will go out and I'll spray the air first with my little repellent. It does not harm the plants because I'm using herbs to just to clear the airway, because I have a lot of flies that be out there, and yes, they are pollinators. Thanks, Bro Karma, for that. So I'm not completely kicking them out, but I just like to make a way. If I come out later on the afternoon after the sun is almost fully in the sky, But yep, you can make your own. So I gave y'all the recipe on how to make a natural cleanser, a cleanser for cleaning off your counters. Um, I gave you guys you guys in the chat. There's people that gave recipes for cooking with mint. Um, I just gave you some ideas of what mint can repel in your garden, and I gave y'all some ideas on what the different types of mint there are. Mints are antioxidants. They're anti-inflammatory. We talked about this earlier, how it helps with upset stomach and soothes indigestion. But mint is also, whenever you see these antis, I tell you, run to it. Anything antimicrobial, antifungal, antiseptic, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anything, you want to make sure you have it as a part of your arsenal. Um, my wife was skeptical but loved the tea so much she asked for it. I know that's right. Sometimes you gotta allow people to taste it. And sun tea is so amazing. I don't care what you make it with sun tea. When you allow it to sit in the sun and infuse, it is so so good. That's what I do with my lemonade. So let's see. Mint. Some of the health properties of it. Mint have trace amounts of potassium, magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, iron, vitamin C, and vitamin A. Vitamin A is so important, guys, for your skin and your hair, your nails, skin, and your hair. You need vitamin A. It is great for the skin. So run to you some mint. That mint is excellent with that. You can make a salve for a mint. So say you have a small child. Remember I told you can give kids mint to help soothe upset stomach and colic and gas. You can also make a salve with mint for them. And you know how you use Vicks? And you may not want to use Vicks or those chemicals like that anymore, you can make a salve with mint. And it will do the same thing as Vicks Vapor Rub, because Vicks Vapor Rub, all it does is take the menthol from the mint plant and make that same thing. So now you can make it yourself. You can take the mint, you can infuse it in some oil. I would infuse it in perhaps some olive oil. No, because you're dealing with the skin, infuse it in some grapeseed oil. Whenever I'm dealing with the skin, I prefer the olive oil is great. If all you have is olive oil, that's great. But use it. If you're gonna make it for the child, use grapeseed oil. Infuse it in there. Allow it to put the mint. Um, Dry the mint first. Dry it. Do not put wet mint in oil. The mint must be dried. If you're making a salve, it needs to come from a dried medium first. So dry the mint. Get you some paper towels, dry it really good. Let it dry 24 hours. Once it is dried, then you put it in the olive oil. Allow it to sit for at least a week. If you do not have time for that, say your child is sick and you want to help them right away, you can take the mint, put it in the olive oil, whatever medium you have, put it in a double boiler method. I think Janet had a video. We did a video a little while back showing y'all how to do it if you can't wait weeks. Put You have a child that's 6 and you want to make that menthol for them now. Put it in the olive oil or put it in the grapeseed oil. Get a pot with some water in it and you let it boil. Bring the water to a boil. Then sit the jar, which should be a glass jar with the oil and the mint in it, and let it sit in there and for about maybe an hour or two. Let it sit in there a half an hour, nothing less than a half an hour, but a half an hour to maybe 2 hours on low, and let that infuse in there. You'll see your medium change color. It'll take on the color of the herb that you are using. Once you do that, then you can take it out and you can add some coconut oil to it, put it in a tin, then allow it to cool. Once it cooled, then you can just take it um, and use it and rub it around their nostrils to open up those airways with that mint and that menthol that you'll have when you're trying to help someone who isn't feeling well. So you definitely can use that. Make a salve out of your mint. Okay, if you're the type you want to get rid of products like Vicks Vapor Rub and all that stuff in there, and that's the word that was the name of the product I was trying to get to earlier, is Vicks Vapor Rub. So you can make your own. You can use the mint and make that. But that's definitely good for children. I'm trying to get through these notes to y'all. Let me see. It is very good for allergies and a common cold. It also relaxes muscles. So if you make a salve, say you have tired, achy muscles, you the type that you work heavy, especially gardening. Gardening is a workout. So if you can use that same salve and rub it on your muscles. It is a muscle relaxant. So you can also use it for that. Um, Common cold. Let me see. Do not use pure peppermint oil directly on the skin. It needs to be diluted. It needs to be diluted. You can take the pure peppermint oil and add it to, like, maybe you have a lotion or something like that that you have at home, or you have an oil that you have at home. You want to dilute it. Do not apply pure peppermint oil on directly on the skin. Can cause skin allergies or an allergic reaction to it. It's very, very concentrated, so you don't want to do that. You don't want to cause yourself to have an irritation, um, and redness. Let's see. Oh, one of the good things about mint is, say you're cooking with it, don't add it at the beginning when your food is at its highest heat. You want to hold on to it and save it. Hey, Glamour Plan. I mean, hey, Serena. I'm saying, hey, Glamour Planner. Terrible. Um, yep, you can make your own organic salve. Hey, Serena. So you want to um, add your mint at the end of your cooking process. Say you're cooking your chicken. You won't want to add the mint in the beginning, because what happens is direct high extreme heat takes away some of the properties of your herbs. And that's for any herb that you use. Unless it's dried, if you're using it fresh, you want to wait till the end of your cooking process, then add it. And then just cover it with a lid and let it, add its properties to it. That you don't want to add it at the beginning of the cooking. There is one mint that is toxic, and that's pennyroyal. I'm not sure if you guys it is easily to grow in your area, local areas. So be careful of pennyroyal. Make sure you guys identify if you are foraging out in the wild, or you're foraging in your neighbor's yard or wherever. You want to be mindful of pennyroyal, which is a toxic mint and can cause serious, serious, serious damage. Okay, so pennyroyal is toxic. It is not edible. All right. Um. So mint. I wanted to get into these last ones. So there are people who have an overgrowth of hair on their body, especially women. We can get it around our mouth, our chin. Um, you men, you can get it in places that you don't normally grow hair, face, on the breast, and that condition is called hair cystism, and you can use mint to help with that. Peppermint can help you with that. Um, Let me see. It is great for sore throats, diarrhea, arthritis, fatigue, cramps, stress. Mint is also good for a toothache, guys. You can use the mint for a toothache. Let's see. Oh, toothpaste. They use mint in toothpaste, but you can use it for bad breath. If you have bad breath, you have halitosis, you can make you a mint tea and drink it. That's great for that. Let me see. Um, Spearmint plus rosemary helps to improve your memory. So if you drink rosemary and mint together, it helps to improve memory. Um, Mint contains phenolic acid, flavonoids. I told you guys, was always antifungal. It's great for a sore throat, great for nausea, gas. Um, Muscle pain. I just told you guys about that. I'm trying to make sure I get through everything, because the last time I did not give you guys everything. So chocolate mint, again, we talked about this, how mint was classified. So chocolate mint has the best flavor, apple mint has the best flowers, and spearmint is the hardiest and easiest to grow. That's why most stores sell spearmint, which is called common mint. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. What time is it? Okay, we got about 17 minutes. Let me see. Are there any questions in the comment? Don't forget, I have the challenge going on called the Summer Sun Tea. If you are in it, you must use a mint and whatever other herbs and fruit you want to add to it. But you want to put in there hashtag Summer Sun Tea. So you must show your tea out in getting all of that sun out there. And then you must tag me and let me know that you're in it. And it is for June and July. We'll go to the end of July with the Summer Sun Tea Challenge. So put in the comments that Summer Sun Tea. And don't forget, I gave y'all homework on the last one for you guys to look up tannins and then look up caffeine and check that out just for your own knowledge. Um, be careful adding anything with mint to for children who have bad allergies and asthma. If you are making a salve to help with their breathing, just be mindful. If they are wheezing, do not add it to their face. Okay, if the child is wheezing and you're making a mental to try and open up their airways, do not add it to the face. You can put it on their chest, but do not add it directly to the face. Anybody that's having a breathing issue, you don't want to add it directly to their face. Maybe add it somewhere else where they'll be able to still smell it. So what I did is on the last video I told you guys what I did is I have a humidifier and I added my mint leaves to the humidifier and I allow it to infuse in order to clean the air. It will actually clean your air by adding moisture to it, but you're adding the health benefits and medicinal benefits of mint. So if you have a humidifier, I even prefer with children if you have a child that has asthma real bad or anything like that, you can add the mint leaves to the humidifier and put that humidifier in their room. You can actually just add the mint to a dish of water and put the mint leaves in there and just sit the dish near their bed. That way, there's no direct skin contact and you're not interfering with their ability to breathe in, but you're still opening and cleaning the air for them and allowing the moisture and the menthol to be released into the air for them, which will help open up, get that mucus up out of their upper respiratory. Um, Again, don't forget, I told you guys some of the uh, health benefits of mint has potassium in it, magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, iron. If you are the type that is low in iron, you definitely want to add mint to your diet. Um, if you see that you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles and things of that nature, you want to add mint because it has vitamin C and it has vitamin A. So you don't have to go out and buy some serum unless it's your choice. You get out, you can make your own. You can add the mint to make your own infusion. Add it to some oil. Bring it in a double boiler. Again, add it into some oil, put it in a double boiler, and then you can add that to your own product. Say you have some products you like, but you don't feel like it has enough vitamin C or vitamin A in it. You can make your own oil infusion, add it to it, and bam, you have it. And I see it already as being a great skin brightener. So if you're the type you have dry skin, you want to add it. You add some mint to some oil, let that infuse. I am a slow release person. I prefer to have it released over a long period of time, but I do know that it works if you put it in a double boiler method. If you put it in some a pot with water and let it simmer slowly. Once you bring the water to a boil, turn it down low. Put your oil in there. It should be in a glass jar and put those mint in there and you'll see the properties of that mint released into the oil because the oil will take on that color. That's how you know it has infused and that's really really good. You have tingling fingers. That sounds like a nerve condition. So are you taking medicine? Does your doctor prescribe medicine for your nerve tingling? You definitely can use mint. Mint does help with the nervous system issues. It is a nervine herb. It isn't a nervine energetic, but you definitely and I can't see it interfering. But you definitely want to talk to your doctor. Say, call your doctor up and say, "Hey, I'm thinking about taking mint tea because it helps with the nervous system. Will it interfere with any of my medication? I under contraindicators, only I did not see mint as a contraindicator for pregnant women. So, but you always want to check with your doctor. Anytime you add anything to your regimen and you're taking medication, you always want to consult with your doctor first. Always consult with the doctor first. Let's see. I don't even think I because mint is so common. I don't think mint is in my notes from class. Mint was a separate class. Yeah. Mint doesn't have contraindicator like that. Georgia Peach Nut, miss you on your live. Um, check with Janet because Janet was telling me about Amica. Let me see, Serena, you had a lot of questions. Let's see. So, a carpal tunnel acting up. I have taken turmeric capsules, dissolved 4 Arnica tablets under my tongue, soak my right hand and wrist in Dead Sea salt water. So those are all things that people have told you to do. Okay. Also, you know what to do for it. So, what's your question, Serena? You don't have sharp shooting pain as much, but your fingers are still tingling. So, what's your question? I see you just shared a lot of info, your medical issues, but what's your question? You definitely want to find out. Hey, Chris, how are you, love? So, Serena, what's your question? I'm not understanding. You telling me about all the things you are taking, but what's your question? Georgia Peach Nut, Chris, everybody, I am doing a summer sun tea challenge. You must use mint in your tea. Let me know what mint you are using and if you are in. Let me know if you're in for the summer sun tea challenge. So you're going to go hashtag summer sun tea. And it's for June and July. And I will do a giveaway at the end. So your question is you want to know what else to take for your carpal tunnel. You are taking a lot. I personally would not recommend anything to you because you're taking a lot already. And you to take so many things, if you have an allergic reaction, how do you know what's causing the allergic reaction? So do me a favor. Start with your doctor. First, are you taking prescribed medicine? I see a lot of herbal things that you are doing to help. But are you seeing a doctor? Because you want to make sure that it's not something that is genetic, hereditary, and you want to make sure there's nothing else going on. If it's just carpal tunnel, because carpal tunnel is one of those hard things to get rid of after you get it. Not saying that it won't go away, because there's like you said, there's herbs and different things to take. Then I also would ask, how long have you been doing all of those things? That was like 10 things that I see here. So how long have you been doing those? So maybe because for me, I would have to do a one-on-one consultation with you. This is not something that can easily be fixed just by answering a question over a YouTube live. There is so much more. I have to do a consultation with you because you're taking so many things. I need to know what your doctor has prescribed for you. Have you had surgery? There's several things that I need to take into consideration. I do know that you can drink mint. Mint helps with the nervine system, but I'm not going to ask you to do mint on top of all those thousand other things that you're already doing. I need to know out of all of those things, which of those things you feel is helping you. Are any of those things helping you? If none of those things are helping you, then you have to. Well, I'm not going to give you instructions because again, I would need to do a full consultation with you in order to help you with that. I'm sorry. because as a person as a certified health and wellness, I really would have to do that one-on-one with you to discover what's going on. Is your doctor involved in this? Again, have you had surgery? Of all the things you're taking, what's working, what's not working. So I'm sorry, but again, mint is a nervine herb, but there's so many herbs that are nervine. But you need to figure out what's working with what you're taking and what's not working. Because if it's not working for you, then you need to slow down on those things. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I need to know if you already seen a doctor. You may have prescribed medication. Like I we really would need to know what's going on. Um there's so many questions. I have like 1,000 questions. But I wish you the best on it. If you want to talk with me, you can message me and we can chat because again, all those questions I just asked you, I need all those questions answered. Okay. For what I do for people who have nerve condition, you definitely can take mint. You can drink mint tea. Find out if it helps you. That tingling and numbness in your arm, that is an indicator that something's going on, and you want to make sure that it's all related to carpal tunnel. If it's something else going on, because nerves, you could have something pinching that nerve. You could have bumped your elbow and caused that nerve to be damaged. Like you, there's so much to that, and you definitely want to make sure everything that's going on. Yeah, so what happened? Did you hit it? Did you fall? What happened? Or do you just have random flare-ups? So you again, to take so many things all at once, I am a big proponent of making sure that you're not having an allergic reaction to something. Herbs are phenomenal, but you can take so much of something and it can actually do harm than do good. So you want to just definitely tell. I know that the turmeric helps bring down swelling and all of those things. So we definitely would have to have a further conversation for that. As a wellness coach, that because of what I know and what I study, and I would definitely have a further conversation regarding all of that. Anybody have any other questions too? And Serena, are you taking medication? Has your doctor prescribed medication for your carpal tunnel? Because make sure that anything you're taking doesn't work against the medication you may be taking. So you need to have a conversation with your doctor. I know we're big, and when we find out there are things that can definitely help us, we definitely want to have conversation with our practitioners as well to just be sure that you don't have things working against each other, and make sure nothing else is going on. Just make sure nothing else is going on. If it's just your carpal tunnel and you know for a fact it's your carpal tunnel, you there are definitely herbs and stuff that you can take for carpal tunnel. But I would definitely drink mint tea. Mint tea may can bring down some of the because normally whenever there's swelling and things going on like that, it's normally an inflammatory issue. And you took it off. Okay. So because it did not go away, and they tell you that at the emergency ward, they say after taking this medication, if it does not go away, then you have to seek further attention. So you must seek a medical doctor, seek your doctor, and sit down and have a discussion with him. Let him know the things that you are doing. Tell him you're on a homeopathic path as well, that you're taking amica, you're taking turmeric, you're taking all of these things as well. You want to know what do he suggest? Do he suggest further testing? Do he suggest that something else may be going on? You definitely want to do that. Yeah, that too, Chris. That too. Um, and she may have one. She may have one. She just may not have mentioned it in the comments. She may have a brace for that because my daughter-in-law has carpal tunnel as well, and she takes herbs for it. But If it's really bad, then she goes back to the doctor. She actually has surgery. So that's why I asked, does the doctor suggest you need surgery? There's so many questions that I have. So anybody else, any questions on the summer sun tea challenge? Is there anybody else in on the summer sun tea challenge? Let me know if you guys are in on the summer sun tea challenge. Anybody else that's in on it? And you don't have to mention today, but get your sun tea jar together and let's get to making some summer sun tea. I have a beautiful, beautiful jar, glass jar, with the little spigot on it. I'm gonna sit out and I'll make a video of it so you guys can see that. I know you guys would love to see that. Oh, yes, I got a lot of other things going on, Serena. Let's see. Um, did you know that they use peppermint to make chocolate mint? Yep, yep, yep. I shared that earlier. So don't forget, there are over 25 to 30 or more species of mint. That's how easy mint can spread and get out and hybridize. Let me see. What else? Any other questions about mint? Because I think I finally covered it. Oh, yep, yep, yep. Antispasmodic. I would drink some mint tea tonight, Serena. You can definitely, yeah, Mike, that's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. I'm gonna give you time. What I want to do is I want to put it out there just so that people can see that I got the challenge going on. No, all mints are not edible. All mints are not edible. See, if you were here, Chris, you would have heard me talk about that. There is one mint that is not edible. That's funny. So mint, if you allow it to dry up, it will die on you. Mint, it needs to be more. It doesn't need to be laden with water, but it does need to be watered. Otherwise, it'll dry up. Because I had to chop a whole mint down because I allowed it. I set it at the top of the greenhouse where the most sun was, and that sun fried it. It fried it. But mint is so easy to grow. Mint is so easy to grow. It is one of the easiest herbs to grow, and I actually shared that earlier. Go back and watch the replay if you get a chance. I appreciate you guys, and make sure you hit that hashtag replay if you go back and watch it. But mint is a really really good, easy to grow herb. It will grow in any soil. It will grow in any type of soil. Yeah, easiest to propagate. Anybody, I will give you a giveaway. If you can tell Chris what mint I said that is toxic, there's one mint that is not edible. If anybody can say it in the comment, if you could tell me, I will give you a prize and you will send me an email to theglamourplanner@gmail.com. Theglamourplanner@gmail.com. If you can tell Chris what herb I shared with you guys earlier, maybe about a half an hour ago, which herb I said was toxic and not edible. There's one herb that is toxic and not edible. One mint. I'm sorry, one mint. One mint fam. You know. You thought Penny Royal was square? Huh? Say it again, Chris. I don't know if it's spell check. Yeah, Penny Royal. So nobody had to tell him. He know. You said all mint was edible. How you gonna say all mint was edible? Come back and say Penny Royal. Penny Royal is a toxic, mint, and it is not edible. Stay away from it. Identify it so you know what it looks like, and then stay away from it. So, guys, it is at 11 o'clock, and as a couple minutes after 11 o'clock, I thank you guys so much for coming in. Do not forget about the Summer Sun Tea Challenge. We have all of June to the end of July to do the Summer Sun Tea Challenge, because July put us right there in the middle of summer. So I want to see your summer sun teapots, okay? I want to see your summer sun teapots. Thank you so much, Mike. It was fun. Thank you for the recipes. If you guys, if y'all missed it, y'all jump in that chat. Check out the recipes. People gave some ideas on what to use mint in when you're cooking for your culinary purposes. That was so much fun. And I think everybody that came in here, everybody that is in the bushes, I thank you guys so, so much. It is always fun on this. But thank you. This is my Planties and Bes-Teas. Again, y'all saw my tea for today. My tea that I'm drinking and I'm going to finish up tonight is basil, spearmint, and a couple eucalyptus leaves. That is my tea for tonight. Can y'all see that? I don't want to spill it out the cup, but that's my tea. And this is an example of how the tea infuses with your water and changes the color of it. It actually has a little yellowish green tint to it. So that is my tea. This is my queen bee cup. This is my cup of the week. So I make sure you guys have a wonderful cup of tea tonight. If you have some mint, drink some mint tea tonight. Get you some mint. The spearmint, which is called the common mint, is the mint for flavor tonight, and it is also my main mint for my main herb for the week, because I give you a herb of the week and I give you my tea in my cup for the week. So, and again, I'm working in my garden planner. I'm going to load that video up once I'm done here, leave out of here. I'm going to get that video loaded up to you guys as soon as possible. You got to check it out. I want you to see this nursery. This poor guy, his plants was just the cucumbers, the zucchini, everything was, oh, and I have a surprise plant that I picked up today. If you watch the video and tell me what that surprise plant, you're the first person to tell me what my surprise plant is, which one you think is my surprise plant in that video, I'll give you a prize too. So I'll be checking the comments of the video to see who, which plant you think is my surprise plant. You drink tea every night. What you drinking tonight, Georgia Peach Nut? From all my people that's in the bushes. What you drinking? What tea you drinking tonight, Georgia Peach Nut? Let me know what you're drinking tonight. So listen, guys, I'm going to get out of here. This was so much fun. I'm glad I was able to finish with the mint. If you didn't see part one, check out part one. And this is definitely part two. Ginger. Oh my goodness. Lemon, peppermint, lemon, honey, turmeric, and ginger. Oh, you don't plan on going to sleep tonight then? Because that ginger and that turmeric are system boosters. They wake you up. I guess you plan on staying up a little longer, Mike. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody that stopped through. Everybody that stopped through. What let the can you drink? Huh? Serena, type it again before I end the live. It didn't come through correct. Oh, okay, good. It and again, herbs affect people very differently. It definitely does. It definitely does. That ginger is really, really good, y'all. Ginger is really, really good. Y'all, I juiced this week. I forgot to share that with you. I'll share it on the community post. I juiced this week. I think I took a picture of it. I juiced watermelon this week. So I'm gonna try and do the watermelon um fast this weekend. Just the watermelon. I made a ginger turmeric black pepper. I made one with papaya. So the ginger and papaya and turmeric, and then I did a watermelon one with watermelon, coconut, um, strawberries. So I did some juicing, and I'm very excited about that. Um, Yeah, that now that cloves is a whole different beast too. Now, turmeric and cloves have their antiseptic properties. Their cloves, I think, you can make into a cleaning product as well. You can use cloves to ward off gnats and things. Yeah, 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 yeah. You can actually boil cloves on a pot and and some water, and it cleans the air, repels insects that way too. That's another little tip for y'all. But I'm trying to think. I was saying, what did the colonists drink to celebrate their victory over the British? Liberty. Oh, that's a good one. You were asking a question, Cena. You said, "Oh, I guess you were trying to give a joke." Uh, watermelon mint tea. Listen, I threw some watermelon in there. I've been eating watermelon for the past couple days. That watermelon was so huge. I had finally found. I went to a Hispanic market, and they had a giant seeded watermelon. I was in heaven. I was in heaven. I finally cut it, and it was so much. I still have that 1/3 of it left, but I cut it up. I juiced half of that, and then I cut up slices with the rest so that I can eat it um, for lunch as well. Um, Let me see, watermelon mint tea, so good, and that might be a good sun tea to make, Chris. So let me find out. So, guys, thank you so much. I am out of here. Thank you guys so much for coming on my live. I'm truly grateful to you for stopping in here. Love you guys so much. I want you to have a blessed week. Please remember my motto is to add a little glam and let's continue to grow together. So, y'all have a good night. Good night, everybody. Good night, good night, good night. Have a great night.